Hi, Karen Deis here, publisher of Mortgage Currency Magazine, and this is the November 2012 Rule Update. This is the first time that I can remember that we have not had any FHA or VA updates, but there are some Fannie and Freddie ones and USDA ones that I want to share with you. First of all, I want to tell you that you're going to find 2 Mortgage Talking Points flyers that you can share with your real estate agents and your clients. You'll find some Facebook posts that you can cut and paste and use as your own. And there's some tweets that you will find that you can automatically keep your followers updated on the rules and regulations. So let's talk about a couple of the top rule updates, starting with the one with Fannie and Freddie on their new disaster policy that they've come up with. Now, this was all due to Hurricane Sandy, and there are some updates on that. But basically, what Hurricane Sandy did was put something in place for disasters now and in the future. Here's the part that you need to know about. Even if the area is not in a disaster area, if it is in a surrounding area, lenders and underwriters now have the option to either warrant that the property was not damaged, require an additional inspection even though you have an appraisal, or ask for a new appraisal to make sure that the property value is still there. Guess which one they're going to ask for? I bet you they aren't going to warrant the property. So be aware of that if you're in a disaster area, even with Sandy, but disaster area in the future, this is going to apply. Now, Fannie is trying to get more DU Refi Plus loans to qualify, and here's what they did. If a loan was covered by lender paid or pool insurance before, DU Refi Plus loans did not show up on the approved list. Now they show up on the list. They've cleaned that up, so dig out some of your old DU Refi Plus loan files and check again because they may now qualify or they're going to show up on the list. You're going to find an updated Mortgage Talking Points on that, where it called Fannie Makes It Easier to Qualify for DU Refi Plus loans for your past clients and your real estate agents. And in addition to that, because of the lender paid and the pool insurance, Fannie has updated their HARP FAQs in October to cover these 3 instances. So check out those questions. It's very, very specific on who qualifies and who doesn't. And I'll bet you'll get more loans in your pipeline by knowing these new rules. Now, let's talk a little bit about quality control. Again, both Fannie and Freddie think this is a biggie issue this month. They wrote over 20 pages of rules and regulations. Now, while this update is primarily for Fannie and Freddie underwriters and lenders and direct sellers, you need to know what this says because you know what runs downhill. Hey, Fannie wants the company to buy back the loan, and guess where the company's going after? The loan originator. So you need to know what they're looking for when they're auditing files. And read the article about what it's all about. Couple updates from USDA, but I'll cover just one of them today. They sent out an announcement clarifying outbuildings and additional acreage. Now, this is about the 3rd or 4th time I've seen them come out with this. What's acceptable, what's not, but more importantly, what was happening is that the various field offices had their own interpretation of what an outbuilding is. Now, the USDA came down and said, this is how we define an outbuilding. This is what makes the property eligible or ineligible. So again, we've created a Mortgage Talking Points flyer for you, for your real estate agents, called USDA Outbuildings and Property Eligibility Rules, so you know before an appraisal is done whether this property is going to qualify. Now, you're going to find a couple more articles in the issue this time, but I just wanted you to mention that Fannie Mae has updated their website. It has a brand new look. It makes it easier to find things. And I played around with it a little bit, and it seems okay, but, you know, it's still having to work with it, and I'm sure that there's bugs that'll have to be worked out. But some of the information is still hard to find. So that's one of the reasons for subscribing to Mortgage Currency, to keep you updated with the rules. And thanks for listening, because remember, getting a loan approved and closed these days is rocket science.